Hello and welcome to the 2020 Boys Lacrosse Banquet. Kind of an odd place to be doing it, odd setup for us, but that's the world we're living in right now. So first, I wanted to put a thank you out and an introduction here. I do wish we were at Hurricane Hole upstairs having our buffet, fried fish and pork sliders, kind of a tradition we've been building. A lot of good memories in that area. Nice sharing pieces of us and a lot of things given back to me. Donations to my mother's PSP disease for funding for a cure. My lacrosse stick here, which started with just 2. And then we have 4 championships written on there. So I wish I was dressed up. I'm going to wear a few different outfits throughout this thing. It's going to take me a couple days to get through it. I'm in St. Augustine in our new home right now. And I'll be coming home to Key West in the beginning of June, clear out my room and go to the dentist and take Jay to the doctor one more time, try to get a haircut. Would have had one before the banquet for sure. So thinking back at Hurricane Hole, lots of tears, and we'll see if we can clip those out with this new format. I want to thank the parents first for being road warriors. It was always special to go to a game and have more fans in the stands than the opposing team. That always made me very proud to be a conch. And it was more fun to host a game in the backyard, even though we always, in the beginning, we're all about trying to be at the football field. I think that backyard is our home. And I think next year when you get the turf, and it's going to build into a beautiful place to be hosting a lacrosse game. You know, even the pros and the majors, they don't need to fill up an NFL stadium. So we'll stay in our zone, stay in our lane. And I think the backyard's going to be a place to be. So all the fun, the concessions, I would always pause during a game and look over probably halftime and say, wow, look at what we have over here. Look at all these kids. Look at all these parents having a great time just because they want to watch us do what we do. Team meals was a special thing this year. Going to parents' houses, going to kids' houses, eating together is a good bonding experience. So I hope we can continue that tradition. And it was delicious. So thank you, parents, for contributing to that and opening up your homes to us. And then, of course, just being the best fans. Always had a nice walk-off applause heading into the locker room. And appreciate that. Players, we'll definitely talk a lot more about you guys today, but tough way to go out, tell you that. Not achieving all the goals I had written down here, but this is a special group, and there is a reason I felt confident with this year. From a couple of guys being in my first year in the youth league to this group of seniors was the group that I taught in 8th grade at HOB for my first year as a math teacher. Their teacher quit because the kids were so crazy. I can't imagine. But you guys are all going to accomplish some great things. I've been enjoying my time with my daughter, Jade, lots of daughter time, lots of diapers, lots of mornings. And it's been great. Honestly, that part's been very special. And my wife and I are enjoying living up here. And Sonny's a good boy. He's actually at my feet right now. So this is the first banquet he's ever been to. I remember, of course, all of the games that we played this year, but I think more about the non-lacrosse experiences, from car washes and eating people's Popeyes chicken. Even though I'd had it before, I never had their chicken sandwich. It was pretty good. I think I got sick from it, though. Still tasted good on the way down. The water stations were really fun. I had some fun flipping the cups around with Dylan, and my group was a blast, and everybody was really complimentary about our boys, and they always are. And then rapping on the bus. Bus rides were always fun. Mind you, I was buying a house and selling a house while there were 25, 30 kids on the bus going crazy. We did our best to keep them in line, and I think they were pretty well behaved. And even after a loss, rapping on the way home, definitely get some cred, some street cred for my rhymes. But the biggest thing that I'll remember is the big plays, the plays that the boys made. And I want you to know that nobody's going to ever take those away from you, because you remember them, I remember them, and there's more than one or two to talk about. So I'm going to jump into a lot of things, but that's my introduction. Welcome.